Hey, Mal Mason coming at you here from Iron Plan Solutions Group. Got my good friend John McCorvey from Casks Flights. He come in to visit with us today, and just wanted to start getting a little perspective about this whole COVID thing and everybody. When do we go back to work? When do we open back up? When people worried about dying, I understand that. But there's also a worry amongst us business owners that there are things that are just as important. And that's our livelihood that we worked all of our life for to build something. So want to invite my good friend John in. He and I do a lot of fundraising together, and going to have a chat with him a little bit about what he thinks going on and give you all a little bit different perspective other than me boring you with mine all the time. So, John, thanks for coming in, man. I really appreciate it. Really
No problem, man. I appreciate you, the invite, and you're certainly right. I mean, we need to do more of this, especially in this time right now where we just need to hear from our people. And I really appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. So, what is Casks Flights, and what makes your business different for those people out there that don't they're not aware of what you do?
Yeah, Casks Flights is a wine tasting room. It's a self-serve wine machines that we use. And it's kind of a unique business. You walk in, you get a card, and you're able to kind of just walk around and taste different wines and different from different regions around the world. It's something new to Pensacola. Casks Flights is predominantly that, but we also serve food. We have a food menu, little light appetizers. We also have beer, and we do a lot of events. We have live events. We have jazz events. We do wine classes. We do a lot of different things just centered around wine and just having a good time,
Right, absolutely. It's great. It's a great place. And what I really like about that is I can try a sample of wine for a couple bucks rather than buy the whole bottle and say, man, I wish I'd done something else. Or I need to buy two of those. I really like that. John, let me ask you, what is your take on what you see either in your business or the way the public perceives this whole COVID-19 deal? How's it affect you? Do you think people take it serious?
I at first, a lot of people they were just wondering. I think a lot of people really are just trying to figure out what exactly is going on. What exactly can they do in their business? And in a roundabout way, people are just kind of scrounging to kind of do what they can. It definitely does take effect to a lot of businesses. Mine in particular, being a bar restaurant type, we just kind of, you just kind of adapt to what you can. Really, the pandemic has hit us hard, and I don't really know if it's going to.
Are you even open?
We are open. We are open for business, but we're open to do takeouts and stuff like that. So doing the takeouts, we just, we have our beer, gallon beer by the go. We have our wine bottles by the go. Here in the next week or so, we're going to try to introduce a little food menu where we're going to do like sandwiches and stuff like that.
That was one of the questions I was going to ask you is that, if we wanted to support you out there, so that's good. You got the gallon of beer, I know, and then we're going to do some food events. And when do you think we might open back up? Yeah, what's your take?
It's unforeseen right now for me. I like to say, beginning of May, things go back to normal, or not normal. I say just open up for businesses, people getting out of the house, people being able to kind of come out and visit. But, I don't want to rush it.
Right.
In my mind, I don't want to rush it because I want to be ready to go when everybody else is ready to go. People are still scared. You got a lot of elderly that are, still scared. You got a lot of people that have this pre-existing stuff that's
I'm speaking a little differently. I know you've been down there every day trying to do what you can to pay the bills and keep the doors open. But we, as essential workers, we've been here the whole time. So the way we look at it is, well, everybody else is going to come on and go back to work with us at some point.
Yeah.
But it really hadn't changed our day-to-day operations. So I was curious how that would. So, as I sit down here, because I am downtown every day,
yeah.
and I, you're a 3 blocks from me.
Mm-hmm.
What can IPS do that can help Casks Flights or other business owners right there? I know on top of that, they tore Palafox Street all to hell. So they tear that, and it's all torn to hell. And then I saw a post from the 10 Cal, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's not enough, I got to open it 4 to 8 because they tear the damn road up.
Exactly.
Anyway. So what can we do to help?
Well, I mean, man, I really, you hit it. I mean, it's just you doing this right here, us sitting down, doing this, sharing experiences, sharing what we have coming up next. Building that relationship. I mean, like I say, you don't know how things are going to do. Just say we didn't know that they were going to tear the Palafox Street up. We knew we were going to do it, but we didn't know during the day they were going to try to tear it up.
I mean, it really got to give them, on the other end of it, we got to give them credit because they thought, well, it's the time to tear it up if we're going to do it.
Exactly.
They just didn't think about murdering you while they did it.
No, they did not. They did not. It's kind of snuffed us out.
I get it. I thought, well, I probably would have thought that. And then I saw poor Joe's deal, and I was like, oh, my God, poor Joe. So anyway, we can do that. And I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I guess this is the $1 million question. This is the one that President Trump's wrestling with pretty good right now. Do you ever think that things will be normal? And what do you think we could do to get there quicker?
Normal. I mean, you got to try to think about what is normal. But, when you think about it, going back to normal, but the old ways on what we used to do back in January, it's going to be a long time. I think it's going to be, it's not going to be an immediate thing. I mean, the way they talking and the way things are going on and the way people are scared and the people are not really, listening and trying to, some people are not listening and doing what they're supposed to do to stay safe. They still want to kind of, hang out and party and not really take it serious, but which is, I think, maybe prolong some stuff. But on the other hand, what is the virus? Is it anything like the pneumonia? Is it anything like the flu? Is it something to where it's something that's going to always be around?
I understood why they wanted to stay home and shelter because they need to flatten the curve. They didn't want the hospitals overrun and not have any place to put people. I understand that, but with that being said, when you look at the numbers of the fatality rate, it's less than the flu.
Right.
It's just very contagious. So I get that, but I get the sense from being here every day and talking to people like yourself, business owners, there's going to come a point where people are going to say, well, if I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it. But I got to go.
We got to do something.
I mean, I get that. And I don't know. I don't think there is a right answer for everybody.
I don't. But I think we can get back to doing some things that America's ready for, but we have to just kind of be smart about it.
Well, and I believe that risk people. I think that they have to be, what my question was, and I understood it better after I read an article by he was a doctor from Johns Hopkins. But if they have a condition that makes them more vulnerable, they certainly should adhere to those measures. And initially my thought was, well, the people at risk just stay home and everybody else keep running the country. But I understand why they did what they did. But I can do things virtually, and thank God we were already doing that, and it gave me a way that really the only thing that changed is that Bryce and I had to get out there and tell people, hey, download the Zoom app. Right. Or let's go to Skype, and we're going to. So there was about 50% of our clients that we still went and saw the whole. Now it's all virtual, and they're okay with it, and it seems to be okay. But in your business, that's where we go when we're done to go have a cocktail with your friends, have some happy hour or whatever. So I really can't wait for that to come back.
No,
it's overdue.
I get it, and me either. I like the relationship. I like the physical. We talking, sitting down. I mean, it's nothing like it. I mean, this virtual thing is good, especially for right now. But it's nothing like going into a business and sitting down with somebody that you're friends with and talking to them. But what you're doing is great, and a lot of businesses have adapted the concept of going on the virtual and talking more about their business online because everybody's at home. Everybody's in front of some type of where they're on their phone or computer. They can see. It lets you know when this person goes live. So,
do you think that maybe that Casks and Flights will figure out a way to develop a virtual side of your business? Is that, I know you've got plenty of time to think about it.
That is true.
So
I mean, and you're right. I mean, we're working on it. I have a couple of things in the works that I want to try to do, and move things and kind of just get back to some of the stuff that we do, home in on what we do there as far as like selling wine and educating people about wine and why, some great wines are out there. So virtual and coming on and doing something over the live feed is something definitely we're going to try to do here in the near future. I have some things set up. It's going to be fun. We're going to make it fun. You may have to come down and do a little,
absolutely,
do a little drinking and sipping.
Oh no, no, man. And well, listen, I will do that. I would be happy to be your guest down there, and I want to invite you back when you get that figured out.
Yeah.
And you want to release it, and come down here and we'll publish it to all my people, and we'll help you any way we can. I appreciate you coming in, my brother.
Hey, man, no problem at all, man. I really appreciate you letting me come in and talk a little bit about, some of the things that's affecting us and what we got going on. I really appreciate that.
All right. Hey, listen, everybody. If you haven't checked out Casks and Flights down on Palafox Street, you need to check it out. It's a really neat spot. It's a great concept. John's people are top-notch people. I guarantee you'll have a good time there. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. John, I want to thank you again for coming in.
Yeah.
And we'll do anything we can to support you. So you got something else?
I did have something else that I wanted to touch on with maybe kind of like businesses going forward and thinking about things, learning from this experience in itself, some stuff that just kind of made me think. And one reason why I'm sitting here, because, we've been friends for about a year now, from building a relationship. And I just want to let some people know how important it is to build a relationship with people. You can't do it all by yourself. You got to get out there and educate and learn about how other people have done it before you and stuff like that. And that's why I learn a lot from you just by being here. I've only been in business 2 years, but just knowing where we are here and where we can go in the future. Like, let's say next year this time, you may get a little money from the government, but you don't know what you want to do with it. You want to know how you can kind of, how you can feed your business and feed yourself. Absolutely. And that's where you come in at. That's where you come in from being on the financial side to where you can help. And I just want to encourage people to reach out to IPS, reach out to you say, hey, look, I don't want to get caught like this again. What can I do? You know, and how can I help my business help me and put things in perspective for me here in the future? Because who knows next year if we are not down in the same.
Well, and I didn't even think about that. I was more concerned with your opinion, but the strategy that you and I implemented, if it were 7 years old, you'd just be sitting around just waiting. So
be worried about
but at the end of the day, I would like, since you brought that up, and I didn't really think about it, I would like to encourage both individuals, but especially business owners. The one thing that we do have right now is we have a little bit more time than we're used to having. So take the time to reach out to people, build a relationship with them while they have time to talk to you about who they are and what they do. One of the most amazing things that we've been able to accomplish here at Iron Plant Solutions Group is that we reach out to people on an ongoing basis every week to find out about business owners and what they do and who their best clients are and so on. Right now, we're able to reach people that we haven't been able to reach because they have some free time, especially if they're at home, if they're non-essential. They can't wait to talk to you. They're bored out of their mind.
That's true.
And we have met some of the neatest people in the last 3 or 4 weeks. So I echo that. I encourage you to reach out and get to know the business owners in your community. And, you'll find out most of them are really good people doing great things. And I look forward to things getting back to normal. So we'll go back to doing it that way.
Yeah, brother.
All right. Y'all be good. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a good afternoon, good evening. Y'all be healthy and be safe. Take care.